But in my mind, I was just thinking in Hiligaynon, and so I was just speaking to them, and all of them were like, "Woo, sister, you can speak!" And
so we've got read it, listen to it, write it, and then the fourth thing would be speak it, right? Open your mouth. Look for opportunities to speak.
that's a really hard one at first.
Right.
The number one tip that people gave me, and the hardest one to implement, was just get it out. Just talk openly with people. And people appreciate when you're trying to learn their language. It doesn't matter where you're at. They appreciate it, and they want to help. And they're going to laugh at you.
Absolutely.
And it's just part of it. So laugh along and learn. And that's when I started to pick it up a lot quicker, is when I finally got over myself and was just like, whatever, let them laugh. Here we go.
They're just so honored that you would take the time to try to learn their language correctly, that they're going to be happy to talk to you about it. But that's a really great kind of icebreaker too. Like, even if you're, getting into a discussion with, you're at an appointment visiting someone who is interested in learning more about the church, you don't have to just write it, be like, okay, let's get started, let's go. You can kind of warm up a little bit by talking about language and just using, in some languages there's different words, like the word for atonement. Atonement is actually a fabricated word. Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's
I didn't know
fabricated.
that.
So atonement, the word to atone comes from the idea of being at one. And it was a word that William Tyndale coined when he was translating the Bible from Greek. And he said, we're looking at this idea of us becoming one with the Lord in our purpose in our life and make through this covenant, right? And then meant is something that we add to a verb in English to make it a noun.
A noun, yeah.
Right? Like
Especially
a verb or an adverb or an adjective, you add meant at the end and it makes it a noun. Atonement was that, at one, being at one. It was a state of being, right? Meant, at one meant. And the word atone and atonement then entered into our language, right? The same process has happened in other languages too. When you get into those discussions that are very granular, it makes you very real and vulnerable with your investigators as well, and helps them see that you have the best of intentions. You're not just here on vacation. You're not just on vacation. You're actually here with a purpose, and that purpose is to help people come into Christ. Man, I talk too much in these.
No, not at all.